Good afternoon, everyone. Mar 17 here. Today we're going to be showcasing one half of an absolute banger at lightweight. Iron Chandler or Iron Mike Chandler, whatever it's going to be. The dude has some heavy hands in this division. Great wrestling. He has a really good top game. And he's solid, man. Even in that loss to Oliveira, I believe that first round was scored a 10-8 for Chandler up until he got counter hooked by Oliveira. He was very much in that fight too. He's very solid in this division. His only issue is his reach, so you have to make sure that you close the distance accordingly with Chandler. He does have unique minor lunges, which is flicking, so like his step backs, his side steps and everything that have a little bit of a different animation to it, kind of like Cody Garbrandt. But overall, we already done a showcase on Michael Chandler before, the one he responded to, the one that he fucked with, So don't really have to go on a rundown of the stats. Basically, extremely fast hands, has out the gate so he gets a stamina boost in rounds 1 and 2, and good submission defense, although we all know how we feel about this grappling system in this game when it comes to subs. But let's take a look at his move level, right? So his jab is pretty solid, but the cross and the lead hook, these are the two most important things, especially when using Michael Chandler to set up your head strikes. They play off of each other extremely well, especially because his body cross, I believe, is also level 4, so you can really mix those two up. Now, his lead uppercut and lead body jab are not exactly the best thing, but you see that level 4 body cross, that is a monstrous thing to use. It's one of the best, I say, pokes in the game, kind of like, Mortal Kombat, how you poke somebody at a distance. It's one of the best things you can use to sap your opponent's stamina and wear the body health. We're going to be using this overhand a lot. Like I promise you, I'm going to do my absolute best to swing that overhand because he loves that freaking hammer of a right hand. Now, in this game, we can't go into the body cross and then switch stance and then hit that left hook, but we can go body cross. We're gonna remain in orthodox and still go for that left hook. That's the combination that he knocked out, TKO'd Dan Hooker with, because I found out that Dan Hooker wasn't actually all the way out, but he was done. Grappling wise, he's really good with this. When it comes to changing into the cage, I'm not gonna really try to force the grappling too much. I really want this to be like a really like gritty showcase. I want to be against some like wars. You just want to have some fun. But yeah, for sure, this dude is a monster. But yeah, to hit those power single leg takedowns, I've been meaning to make a video on it, but go 10-9. His schedule and my schedule has been kind of tough, so I'll just tell you how to do it. You just have to when you have a stamina advantage about 20 and 30%. After your opponent denies a turn, at the moment they deny the turn, you have to already be pressing L1 and forward. So with that being said, also check out the ground and pound, right? The ground and pound, he has a level 5 ground body hook, which means that's going to do the most damage to sapping away your opponent's stamina. He has a standing gi, but we're not going to go for that guillotine much at all. We're not really going to go for that. And I believe he has like the basic, there's Justin. He has like the basic meat and potato strike, which is all you need. You got level 3 boxing combos, you're good to go. So we're going to go to quick fight. We're going to have some fun. We're going to swing overhands and just get a few knockouts and just get ready for action.
Coming up next.
This is one of those fights I wish would have happened if Barboza was still in lightweight at the time. It sucks because Barboza, he's so good. And now he's at featherweight, he just lost to Giga. And it's kind of tough, man. The guy was looking so good at featherweight, and there's just another contender. And he's getting old, but... See here? Alright, cool. My bad, bro. This guy in the zone. So there's different ways that Chandler likes to fight. Sometimes, if you watch his Bellator fights, sometimes he'll hang out on the outside because he'll sit on that power of his right hand. And this would be enough to kind of deter his opponent. I'm going to just play the footsies game so I can talk a little bit. And he'll deter his opponent from just coming in and closing the distance. He also, sometimes he pressures. I know if you guys watch his fight with Eddie Alvarez, that's an absolute classic. If you haven't watched that, nice. If you haven't watched that fight, you are missing out on some MMA history. That fight is absolutely fucking insane. It is nuts. This Barboza is trying his hard. He's trying to go high-low, and he's only going for like 1-2 strikes and then backing up right out. He's not committing to anything a little bit too heavy. Chandler on the outside, he's very deceptively good with his head movement. Not the greatest, but not bad by any means. She'll let that one go. But when he lets his hands go and he starts to flow with his boxing combinations, you really see, you really see why the dude's like a freaking ball of muscle, of explosive twitch of muscle. He does tend to slow down a little bit later if the fight's been going at a pace that he doesn't generally fight at. But rest assured, he's definitely a problem. I noticed with Chandler, I'm really trying right now to just land a little bit more than this. Land a little bit more than him, or land when this guy is whiffing or missing or whatnot. I like to take this round. Oh, that's a strong overhand. You saw that stagger? That's a big one. Remember, in this game, it's about damage, right? So if you score the more, there you go, duck overhand. Score the more damaging shots in a round. Doesn't necessarily even have to be a rock. You can get like a minor rock, but if you get outscored for like the rest of the round, you know, you can still lose that round. Up, went for it again. If he goes for that again, I'm gonna probably shoot. See if I can get that little back drag. Because the stamina would definitely be low enough to hit like one of those bails. It's a very costly setup. Ah, a little bit too late. That overhand. I gotta throw a little bit more. You know, just trying to throw it. Should be using a rear kick, but I can't combo. I want to combo the lead calf kick. Oh shit, that was nice. I want to combo the lead calf kick to the overhand. So he feinted that. He kind of feinted that lead leg kick and then went into the 1-2. That's really smart. I like that. Yeah. I knew it. The way that sounded, that just said, oh yeah, that just took a huge chunk out of his stamina. That body cross is a really good evasive because you lower your level as you're like going to punch to the body. Now, not everybody does this, and I don't believe everybody should have that same animation. Wink, wink. But for now, like, it's pretty nice. You know, you can, if you time it accordingly, you can dodge the head kick. You can dodge a lot of stuff. And big thing here, when you get into sprawl within the final 30-40 seconds of the round, if you do everything right, the ref will stand you up. So this is basically free body damage. And in a 3-round fight against a grappler that has level 5 ground body hooks, you don't want to be there. You do not want to be there. It is a terrible experience. Speaking of the grappling, you know, Justin, it's funny because Justin's an all-American wrestler. And he's saying, I'm going to turn Chandler into a wrestler because, you know, they're both talking about how this is going to be an absolute war and etc., etc. You know, Gaethje, you know, they wrestled in the same year. If you watch the tape between the two, Gaethje, again, his wrestling is more so on the clinch and how he kind of uses the anti-wrestling. Obviously, you know how Chandler does it. He will lay and pray if he needs to, but he'll get some explosive takedowns if he wants to as well. Let's see if we can close the distance on this guy. But it's interesting how like the little mind games come into play. Let's get this takedown. Nice, run the pipe, get him down to half guard. Once you get to mount. One thing I've been trying to do, like when I'm on quick fight, just so like the guy won't quit, I'll try to just like, if I deny them or whatnot, I'll let them out, just because I really don't want the guy to quit. Alright, he tried to go that way, tried to catch me slipping. Pass it to mount. I think one of the biggest surprises I had with Chandler when he was punching Oliveira in his guard, that was nuts to me, and he survived with Oliveira, of all people, on his back. Dude. That was really impressive because most guys would get submitted if Oliveira had their back. Now we're going to stop that right there. This is going to wear on his head out so much, and this is building up so much grapple advantage. But yeah, back to the grappling on his actual opponent. The one thing though, like Gaethje has proven to be able to take a shot and fire it back just as hard. Whereas in Chandler's TKO losses, outside of the issue with Brent Primus, however the hell you pronounce that shit, he like when he gets hit hard, it is really hard. Sometimes he's recovered, so that's why his recovery is still at a 90. But 90 isn't exactly like the best stat. In UFC 3, that definitely meant a lot more when it's like 90, but in reality, it's not the best. And that's why with Chandler, if you get rocked with him, it's a lot. Like you can feel how long it takes for Chandler to recover when he gets rocked in this game. If it's a minor rock, not too much, but if it's any stage above that, it's a lot harder. Jesus, those hooks are strong. He went to sprawl. That's interesting. I'm gonna stay here and punch away at his body. But yeah, let me know in the comments like who do you think is going to win? Like I think Gaethje is gonna win. Sorry, Mike. Like if he proves me wrong, shit. All right, cool. I remember I wasn't skeptical of the Hooker fight. I just knew it would be tough. I did believe that Mike could get it done because I think Hooker was definitely his best chance, and he passed that test with flying colors. But Gaethje, after a TKO loss to Oliveira, I know there's been some time, but whoop, nah, bro. Oh, he's rocked. Let's swing that overhand. Let's go. Oh, that's one of those ones that should have been a flash, bro. His skull out. Stop that takedown. Oof. It's a mean leg kick. I just want time to. Oh, man. Trying to go for the Swiss special. Another overhead. Jesus. That's a 10-8. That's a 10-8 if I've ever seen one. Like 3 knockdowns now. And the ground and pound rocks. Oh, dude. Ah, a hell block. Ooh, he felt that. He felt that. He felt that. 1 second left to go. Wow, that's a 10-8. 10-8 round for Mr. Chandler. And we are gonna... I understand. I understand. I wouldn't want to see Edson get finished again either. I understand. Well, that's quick fight for you. We'll get to searching for another one, and hopefully it doesn't quit out in the middle of the fight. Be right back with y'all.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC.
You know, one thing with a lot of the Gaethjes that fight in this game, a lot of them don't use the signature block, and I don't know why you wouldn't use it. The signature block, at the cost of not using too much of your block health, you end up using... I know it's the little bit of bleed through, more bleed through, whatever, if it lands. But it's really good, really fucking good to use against round strikes. And you have like the signature counter. If you use try to throw a hook, you get the special animation with Gaethje. Slipped right into that one. Oh my god, that lag spike. Oh, poor guy. That was unfortunate. I would have been pissed as hell if that happened to me. I thought he was gonna uppercut counter the shit out of me. Fuck. Check that one. I mean to go for the rear kick. I don't know why I keep fucking throwing a lead. It's a bad habit. Chandler's movement, his idol is better than I remember. I don't know why, but when I used him before, it didn't feel it this smooth. It's very smooth. Like even its lateral motion is extremely smooth. Nice. Lead hook, cross, lead body hook. I'm gonna keep pressing him forward. Oof, slip straight. Show one for the slip hook there. A regular slip hook. Oh yeah. That would have been better if you were. That's what sometimes people are so used to throwing the slip straight because of UFC 3. But dude, if you throw like the regular slip hook, not the forward moving slip one, like the regular one where you get the cool animation, it's so much cleaner, a lot more satisfying. And well, come on, let's go. Yeah, you were done. You were done. Yeah, like those inside slip lead hooks or outside slip rear hooks, the planted ones, they look so much cooler. I'm not too much of a fan of the forward moving slip ones because not a lot of people do that, and then obviously I have my set issues against it because of all the sliding around it. But the planted ones look really good, and there's gonna be a lot more effect in the slip straight. A lot of guys try to throw the slip straight like in the pocket, and because they're so close, you have a bigger chance of the damage getting reduced. However, if you use the regular slip hook, like a regular planted slip hook or a slip lead hook, it's a lot easier to combo and it's a lot faster, and sometimes it can even be more effective. But that was a beautiful sequence. Shame he had to quit, but yeah, that was.
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division.
That sequence was so nice. Fought this person before. And the red, I believe somebody in the comment section in my last video for the last showcase I did, the Blachowicz showcase, said that when it's red, that's like the first prestige, but if it's purple, it's like they've been playing for a long time. I don't have any of that shit. So, I just, okay. Okay, I like this. I like this. I will entertain this. I will entertain this. So a lot of players, like you see like this Gaethje's just throwing combos, right? The prerogative is on you. Just, make them pay for these combos, right? I think is the one thing you can simplify the striking in this game. Fuck, I should have threw the fucking uppercut. It's instead of like focusing on the name of the strike, just focus if it's a straight strike or a round strike. Oof, fuck. Oh, way too far forward. Oh my god, why did you fuck your head? Let's go. That flows together so nicely. Oh! Oh, man. See, the one thing though, like, cause it's not ranked, and I've done this obviously to a lot of people and rank that specific counter. It's one of my favorite counters. But in ranked, it irks me when people quit because EA still hasn't fixed the fact that when somebody quits out, they lose less points. I think that's extremely lame. If you quit out, you should lose 100 points. Honestly, you shouldn't be able to preserve your points by quitting out. On the flip side, I do understand because the cutscene is extremely long and nobody wants to watch it. But if you, I don't know, there's got to be some type of workaround around it. Excuse me. You know, just let people play their fight. They lose, they can be able to leave without losing the points, but not quitting out and then just killing out the whole thing just to save points, you know. But catching bodies, like just how I like it.
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout.
Chandler versus Oliveira 2, the rematch. You know, one thing with Oliveira that I found always pretty hilarious, as he's like kind of evolved throughout his career, he does this jumping teep kick, jumping like crane kick or something, and I just thought it was really funny. Every single round against Kevin Lee, he started with that. He gave no fucks whatsoever, not scared about getting taken down at all. Just fucking threw that jumping teep every single time. Smacked Kevin a few times with like a front kick too. That man ate that. Oh god. Circling knee. No. That's the biggest telegraph ever. That's the biggest telegraph. Oh my god. Knee elbow. When people like step all the way back there, they're just telling you that they're gonna reach back with like a big strike. 6 to 12. Nope. Boom, boom, boom. He still rocked. Still rocked. Still rocked. Boom. That should be it. No, dude, that should have been a flash. Let's go through this quick. We'll go for one more. Yeah, we should probably go for one more.
Coming up next, it's a UFC.
Now, for those of you who aren't aware, or if you don't follow the EA Twitter or whatnot, you know, Makhachev just got added to the game. I am planning on doing a showcase after I compete this weekend. So, yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to that. But with grapplers, so Makhachev is a southpaw. Khabib is an orthodox fighter, right? So, you know what? I'm going to tone it down with how I'm using Chandler. Because I just been kind of blowing through these guys so far, and I do enjoy the ability to be able to just talk through fights. So one key thing is, just like a southpaw has an advantage landing their left hand, it's the same thing applies if you're an orthodox fighter. So that right hand as a lead does good wonders, as opposed to trying to lead with your jab against a southpaw fighter. Because even though, oh fuck, I ducked into that, but thankfully I have some body teep that converted. If you circle and you jab and you circle, you do get like a little bit of a frame advantage. Oh my god. Anywho, but sometimes that's why it feels a little bit frustrating trying to lead with a jab and open stance. That's why I try to go with the lead hook. Or if the guy doesn't have good jab defense, then I'll lead with the jab. But the cross is definitely like the best bet in open stance matchups, especially if you're the orthodox guy. You have a high enough level. So I'll entertain this game of footsies. Now, I think with grapplers that generally on UFC 3, UFC 4, grapplers, they don't tend to strike with too much volume. They have the predicated threat. Thought about that. They have the threat of the grappling to kind of set up the striking. No. You're going to regret that. So when you go against somebody and you know they're better grappling than you, your instinct is going to always be trying to low block a few here and there, you know, try to get the deny or be able to low deny. And that's what kind of sets grapplers up to land their strikes. And this applies in the game and this applies in real life. You know, you get somebody's hands to drop, the head opens up. I'll try to go stacked. This position is so fucked. it's one of the best positions in the game for ground and pound. I don't know if you can hit any like reversals with subs anymore in that position, but yeah, that position is strong.
And they both stand up.
But yeah, so like that's what you usually see. They're waiting on you to just try to focus on denying the takedown. And you know, this guy's already shot once. He's gotten taken down. I don't think he'll be inclined to shoot again. With the counter rear hook. He's circling with that rear hook. That's interesting. I don't know if that's an intentional thing, or maybe he's figured out something I don't know. I am noticing that the first time he threw that, that don't look right. He was able to slide out really quickly after that. I might have to get fixed. He's sliding with that uppercut, and I'm not a fan of that. Should be able to, if he circles to his right, then yeah, like to his right leg side. Yeah, he's trying to skew with the camera angle with that uppercut. That's pretty smart, because if I think it's going to the body, I might you know, eat the headshot. Toma. Toma. Strong round. Makhachev, dude, he showed out. Bro, when he subbed Hooker, I was just like, holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Like, this guy is legit. And you gotta feel for Hooker, because he took it, obviously he took it on short notice. But you took it on short notice because you took that chance. I really hope the UFC paid him handsomely for taking that fight against Makhachev. Because the dude's grappling. I definitely want to see him against Beneil Dariush. I want to see him against Oliveira. I don't want them to give Makhachev a title shot yet. I want to see him face the loser, excuse me, of Poirier and Oliveira, or the loser of Chandler and Gaethje, depending how that turns out. Because if Gaethje wins against Chandler and Poirier beats Oliveira, there's a good chance they're going to book a rematch between Gaethje and Poirier. And if Chandler goes against Makhachev, it's kind of me like do or die, because he risks going 1-3 in the UFC, obviously against legit competition. But but yeah, you don't necessarily want to do that after all the the promotional machine for the UFC put in a lot of work, investments in Chandler. So it's very imperative that if he loses to Gaethje, then it's gonna be a great. Oh fuck! He was holding block. That's why I came out slow. That he loses to Gaethje, it has to be like at least like a fight of the year, because then you don't get cut. Then again, they have fucking Sam Alvey fighting. Oh! I tried to put that. I'm a fool. I haven't done that mistake in ages. I haven't done that mistake in forever. Jesus Christ. I'm up though. Like, Sam Alvey's on a 7-fight losing streak, and the man's still in the UFC. Yeah, this guy now he doesn't even want to press the action. He's just kind of waiting for an opportunity. He's gonna keep fading at him. Open up. Open the fuck up. Open up. Open up. He's like, what is this guy doing? Oh. I guess he's he's kind of made the read that I want to go for this overhand, so he wants to counter with the lead uppercut. Let's go. Oh, okay. Let's not play with the food here. No. Just gonna see. Boom. Do that overhand. Slip and counter. Is it over? It is. Alright. That's enough. That's definitely enough. We need to get for Gaethje up next after this. But hopefully you guys enjoy these fights. All for fun. Swinging and banging. Landing overhands. Tirando todo. Rompiendo todo. I just really hope. You know how Jan and Sandhagen was an extremely incredible fight where neither fighter lost their stock. I really hope that if anybody gets knocked out, obviously for their brain cells is not a good idea, but for their job and their stock, I hope it's a great fight to whoever loses, and the winner gets all the respect in the world. But again, UFC 268, Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje is opening up the main card. We're in for a treat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the showcase. As always, like, share, comment, and if you haven't subscribed already, what you doing, bro? Subscribe. Mero 17. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm out of here.